So this is from Jeannie Nelson, for those of you that know Jeannie. Greetings, I am so pleased to write a few words about Jane Lofton, who has been selected for CSLA's prestigious Honorary Membership Award. She and I worked together on several CSLA state conferences, on the CSLA Foundation Board, and on the CSLA Journal, where she served on the advisory board and also helped edit the journal. Over a period of about 10 years, she has been deeply involved in CSLA as state president, section president, conference chair, curriculum committee member, as well as serving on AASL committees and being a Google certified trainer. She presents at every CSLA conference. I think many of you have already seen her present today, and she's presenting throughout the conference. So, that was my assignment, sorry. Often making 4 concurrent session presentations. She has written for the CSLA newsletter and the CSLA Journal, as well as other library-related publications. Perhaps her biggest accomplishment is changing CSLA into an organization that embraces and uses social media and communications technology. Through her modeling, presentations, and determined advocacy, CSLA now has a digital presence on Facebook and other social media sites, integrates technology into all aspects of the organization business, conducts meetings online through partnership with Q, and publishes the newsletter and journal digitally. Further, Jane is a pleasure to work with. She is professional and knowledgeable and has a great sense of humor. For any project or task, she is willing to do whatever needs doing, even if this involves long hours and lack of sleep. She gets things done and makes it look easy. Yeah, right, so many things are not easy, but she gets them done. Steve Jobs said, "You have to be burning with an idea or a problem or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out." Jane Lofton's passion for integrating technology and literacy seamlessly and effectively to provide California students with the kind of tools and knowledge they need in the 21st century has never wavered, and all of us are better for it. I'm delighted that Jane Lofton is receiving the CSLA Honorary Membership Award. She is exactly the kind of person the award was intended to honor. Sincerely, Jeannie Nelson. To do this to you, Pam, to make you follow that wonderful letter from Jeannie, but Pam Ullman, would you please come forward to present Jane Lofton with her honorary lifetime membership in the California School Library Association?
I'd be happy to. Thank you. That is a tough letter to follow.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, it is with love and admiration for our own library superstar to present Jane Lofton with the CSLA Honorary Membership Award. Jane has been a respected educator throughout her career. She is very deserving of this honor and recognition by this association of her peers. Jane came to the profession after a career using her MLIS in technical writing. Her skill set to instruct students in vetted research and digital responsibility was enriched by her former career. Her technical passion and expertise has grown throughout the years as a teacher and librarian, having earned the special class authorization, becoming a Google certified teacher and trainer, being a recognized leader and presenter in Q, and serving on AASL committees to vet websites and apps. Her blogs and courses on social media has brought favorable recognition to CSLA and to the California library community in general. Jane was an innovator and strong collaborator in her school library programs at Lindero Middle School and Miracosta High School. She championed student use of technology to support the curriculum and wove digital citizenship into the foundation of her lessons. She became the go-to teacher for understanding the workings of Creative Commons and citation. She presented on these topics throughout CSLA conferences and Q. Her presentations were always authentic, coming from first-hand experience in her programs. Her seniors at Miracosta High School recognized the value of her lessons and awarded Jane the Miracosta High School 2016 Sandaker Teacher of the Year. She has served in a multitude of positions in CSLA, including Southern Section and State President. She served in her positions with diligence, integrity, and tenacity, particularly, and this was such an incredible group effort, but holy smokes, as State President-elect, working through an extreme financial shortfall, her negotiation, tenacious pursuit of sponsors, she planned, recruited stellar volunteers like Janice Gilmore C. and Mark Williams, and she executed a flawless all-volunteer conference in San Jose. She helped to lift the entire association on a path to solvency. So personally, I thank you, Jane.
Yeah.
My goodness, I thank you. And it is such a privilege to introduce Jane Lofton on your behalf.
All of the things that have been mentioned have been group efforts, every one of them. They've never been just me. I am going to read because I'm nervous and I don't want to miss anything. So I did prepare a few words, and I apologize for the reading, but like I said, I'm nervous. I'm deeply, deeply honored and thrilled to receive this recognition. I frankly came to school libraries as a late life career. But the minute I got here, despite having liked all the jobs I did before, I knew as soon as I got to school libraries that it was the passion I'd been seeking, and that I had to give it my all as fast as I could, because I wasn't going to have those 30 or so years that so many people do. I was able, though, to become the teacher librarian I've been and serve my students, teachers, and other teacher librarians in large part because of CSLA. So much of what I've learned came from, or at least started with CSLA, the amazing professional development, as well as the incredible networking. I learned and adopted best practices and research from a session by our amazing Deb Stanley at my first Southern Region workshop. I started my first blog about library practices in 2007 because of CSLA's Learning 2.0 tutorial. I won a Good Ideas Award the first year I was eligible to apply after I got my credential, because I started in the field a little before I was credentialed. I was earning it while I was doing it. So I applied the very first year for Good Ideas and got it because I'm competitive and I love anything I can earn or win. And I made my first networking connections on my way to my very first conference. I told the first timers last night, before I even stepped on the plane, I was adopted by 2 teacher librarians from LA Unified, my neighboring district. I was from Las Virgenes. And basically, they adopted me, had me go to lunch with them, and I developed this connection with all these other teacher librarians I never would have had if I had just stuck with those from my district. And it was CSLA members who told me to reach out further and join AASL and attend those conferences too, which expanded my world, my inspiration, and my support further. It's because of that network that I've been able to mingle with and learn from the very, very best, and to serve my students better as a result. Like Tiffany said this morning, I don't have very many original ideas. I'm really good at going and finding them because of the network I've gotten, and so much thanks to CSLA. I got active in CSLA and ASL as well because of I got so much from these organizations. I know people have said it before, but it's really true. You get so much more from giving back than you ever get from the giving. Did I say that right? I got off my script.
Yes.
But by trying to give back for benefits this organization gave me, I gained so much more. I even got to make a lot of new and wonderful friends, and some of my very best friends today are from CSLA, and I really, really treasure those relationships. Well, I'm retired now, still can't quite believe that, but I am. Don't plan on my dropping out of our conferences or activities anytime soon. We are living in very challenging and frankly disturbing times. I think one of the very best ways to deal with our current situation is to advocate for strong, properly staffed school libraries where students can learn to be the critical thinkers our nation so desperately needs. So I intend to do that, to advocate for the need for strong school libraries to serve our children and our future to the best of my ability. I know I'm not special, I just learned from the best here at CSLA and our national and international associations. And I stepped up when volunteers were needed. So please join me in stepping up to volunteer and to be role models both to our students and to our teachers as the very best of what teacher librarians and all school library workers can provide. And thank you so much.